Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Introduce, my name is Rika Wahyuni. Okay, on this occasion, I want to explain a little about informed consent. The first, I will to explain what is informed consent. Informed consent is delivery of information from a doctor or nurse to a patient before a medical action is taken. This is important because everyone who has the right to know the risks and benefits of the medical procedure that will be undertaken. The context of informed consent are diagnosis and procedure, objective of action, other alternative action, risk and complication that may occur, prognosis of the action. Legal basis for informed consent. Informed consent according to Permenkes number 589, Permenkes years 1989. Medical action approval is the approval given by the patient or his family on the basis of an explanation of the medical action to be performed on the patient. Principle of informed consent. The principle of informed consent is the right and obligation of every competent individual to improve his spiritual life and physical well-being through his free consent, or be refusing to give consent to certain medical action because of sufficient knowledge of the benefits, disadvantages, and associated risks for incompetent individuals. Their rights and obligation must be interpreted by the legal operator of the individual according to his known or rational desire. Type of informed consent. There are two forms of informed consent, namely 1. With a statement, it can be orally and in writing. 2. Considering given a plan that is in ordinary or normal and emergency. The objective of the informed consent according to Jigwan are 1. Protect patients against all medical action that are carried without their know patient. 2. Provide a legal estimate of the consequences that are not negative. For example, again, the risk of treatment that cannot be avoided even though the doctor is very lucky and acts very carefully and thoroughly. Why is informed consent important? With clean and good informed consent, patient will understand all the benefits and risks as well as the goal of the treatment that will be given by the doctor, including the level of success of the action or therapy. This is important to prevent misunderstanding by patients who often perceive an action as malpractice if the results are not as expected. The following is example of informed consent. Conclusion. Informed consent consists of two words, namely informed means that you have received information, explanation, description, and that consent means to give consent or permit. Informed consent can be interpreted as an agreement given by the patient of his close family after receiving a complete explanation of the medical action that will be carried on the patient. Principal informed consent, which requires the doctor to seek consent. Patients' free will provide the information needed to make informed decisions in rational, basically rooted in the principle of respect for autonomy human. The principle of respect for human autonomy itself is a manifestation of respect for the nobility of human dignity as person. Signal informed consent is written. It is granted only to those who have the right to give consent, namely both the penitent and his family. After the penitent or his family has retrieved complete information, the by signing informed consent in writing, it can be interpreted that the signatory is responsible for handing over part of the penitent's responsibility for himself to the doctor concerned along will that my explanation about more and less informed consent. I'm sorry, I am. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.